Hi, I'm Microsoft Paint Bob Ross. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. I think today we're just going to do a nice landscape, and we're just going to jump right into it. So, as you know if you've watched this show before, we always start by painting the entire canvas with a thin coat of liquid white. So I've already got my paint bucket tool selected here. I'm just going to go over here and select the color white, and then I'm just going to paint. It looks like I made a little mistake here, but that's okay. It's like I say, here we don't make mistakes. We just make happy accidents. The great thing about Microsoft Paint is that you can go right back in. Okay. Looks like I made a little oopsie again. That's alright. Again, all we make here, happy accidents. And Microsoft Paint makes it so easy to fix. So next up, what I want to do is try and make a nice gradient. I think for our sky, we'll have a little sunset. It's going to be very peaceful. So I'm just going to use my rectangle tool here, and I'm going to start on the gradient. I want the top to be orange, and I want it to fade into a nice pink. What? Why is it not? So I guess you have to go into the fill and click. What? Hello? Okay. Well, we've got an alternative. I'll use the paint bucket tool. That's alright. And now for the second part of our gradient, I'm just going to select what we just made. If you remember that. I'm going to copy it and paste it. Did it paste? I guess it pasted. I'd appreciate the computer letting me know. But that's alright. Why this isn't changing colors, I don't know. That's alright. We don't make mistakes here. We just make happy accidents. So I'm just going to make another rectangle. Just okay. I don't know why that's... Okay, it looks like I have to change this color. Again, it'd be massively appreciated if the computer would cooperate. And then last things last, we're going to do a fun little in-between color here. If I can... No. Just give me a second. What? No. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. There. Wow. Such a nice gradient. That's the really beautiful thing about nature. You can see beautiful, wonderful things like this all the time, all around you in nature. And all you have to do is observe. So next up, we're going to make some mountains. So I'm going to select this mountain gray here. I'm going to select a brush. So this, I selected gray! That's okay. I'm going to select my mountain gray here. So I'm just going to start my nice mountain shape here. And I'll tell you who can really paint some mountains is my daughter, Heather. You know, she can really paint. It's too bad she's going away to college soon, and then I'll be all alone in this big old house sitting on my throne of lies. Alright, so now that we've gotten the shape of the mountain, we're just going to use our paint bucket tool and fill. Why didn't it all fill? God! That's okay. You know, I say this all the time, but we don't make mistakes. We just make happy accidents. Why is this so frustrating? Now I think we're going to add some clouds to our painting. So, what I normally do for clouds is I just take the circle tool. Why is it gray? Why is it gray? Why can't I do one thing right? Why is this so difficult? This is Microsoft Paint! This shouldn't be this hard! Okay. That's okay. I'm just gonna work on my clouds for a minute. I'm just gonna breathe. I'm gonna work on my cloud. Why isn't my mouse moving? What? Hello? Oh my god. I'm going to throw this computer out the window, I swear to God! Oh, okay. It's working. So, like I was saying, just put some circles together and just making some nice, fluffy, friendly clouds. You know, these clouds remind me of when I went to London a couple of years ago. Always really cloudy there. Yeah, I went for my son's funeral. Really sad day, but beautiful clouds. Now, last things last, we're going to have what I like to call a bravery test. So we're going to select this really big brush here. We're going to paint a nice big tree. And that's what I call it. I like to call it my bravery test. Although, of course, you'll never really truly know the meaning of bravery until you walk into a burning building trying to save your son from a fire, only to fail. So we've got this tree, and you know, this brush can be a little bit difficult to work with sometimes, but that's okay. You know, if you're having difficulty, take your time. Painting is all about relaxing. It's about taking your time and sparing time for the important little details. Christ! Thank God for Control Z, am I right? Now I'm just gonna add some highlights to this nice tree. Yeah, just like that. Because I think we've got a nice little fir tree going on here, alone on a desolate mountain, where fir trees belong. And now I'm probably going to switch back between this brush because this brush is making me homicidal. Alright, and we're gonna add a trunk. Why is the brush so small? That's alright. We work with what we got. So I'm just gonna make this nice. I'm gonna make this tree trunk. And then I'll use my paint. Oh my god. I'm not painting all of them. I'm not painting all of those individually. Alright. 2 more things, and then I'm going home. How do I change the size? That's how I change the size. Whatever! I'm going to put a little bit of snow on our mountain. We're going to have a snow-capped mountain. It's a really beautiful sight to see. We're just gonna have yeah. Really beautiful snowy mountains and a tree. Now, last thing that you do is you don't want to lose this masterpiece that you've just made. You have to be sure and go and click save. Why? That was loud. It's a really beautiful thing about nature. You can God.